This letter is to you, the you that's had a rough week, the you that seems to be under constant storm clouds, the you that feels invisible, the you that doesn't know how much longer you can hold on, the you that has lost faith, the you that always seems to blame yourself for everything that goes wrong to you. You are incredible. You make this world a little bit more wonderful. You have so much potential and so many things left to do. You have time. Better things are coming your way. So please, hang in there, my friends. You can do it. You can handle it. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Epoxy Me That. How are you? I hope doing okay. And I want to thank you for showing up today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tammy. We need to review this Craftor black epoxy resin, so I thought we would do this little idea right here today. Craftor sent me their black epoxy resin. You get 8 ounces in each bottle. And we've already unboxed this on a video, so you should already know what's inside the box. So we're going to go ahead and place this inside this coaster and pour the resin on top of it. I'm using the Craftor epoxy resin. It has a part A and a part B. Part A is your resin, part B is your hardener. And I mixed up 2 mils of A and 2 mils of B for a total of 4 mils in my dual head Resiners epoxy mixer for 3 minutes. This right here came off of a wooden block that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. All it is a stamp. And I don't stamp anymore. I just don't use these anymore. And I found a big old bag at my local Goodwill store. Right here. I mean a huge bag. And I'm going to remove all of them off of the blocks and use them in this way if it works. So we're going to give that a go today. I'm going to go ahead and spritz some alcohol down into my little mold here. And then we're going to place our stamper down in there. And then I'm going to spritz some more alcohol on top of the stamper. And we're going to go ahead and pour our resin. Now I'm just going to go in and I'm going to make sure I get these little bubbles out. There's a few in there and I'm just nudging them so they can come on to the top and we can take care of them on the top. Now I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to run it through there and pop any of those surface bubbles. And now I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol to pop any of those bubbles. We got one over here on the side there. I don't know if you can see it. See it right there? We're just going to pop. Give it a little stick and pop it. Okay. We're going to take a look at it again in about 15 minutes and make sure there's no more bubbles to pop. If there are, we'll just spritz a little bit of alcohol on the top and pop them. And when I placed my stamper down into the mold there, I placed the design facing me and the flat part down in the mold. So see the design, I faced it up and the flat part down into the mold. And it just takes the design a lot better that way. But to show you what it looks like both ways, we're going to take this coaster here and I peeled this one off of another block right here. And we're going to face it down into the mold, and we'll see how both ways turn out. While our resin's turning for that other coaster, I want to show you how I purchase this mold right here from my local Hobby Lobby store, and I cut it so that I can I make sure I'm right in the center of both of those, and then just cut it all the way down right like that. And now if I want to experiment with a few of them, then I don't have all of them down here taking up so much room on my table. It just gives me a lot more room to play with. So I just take these scissors and cut right on down the middle. And now I'm going to cut this one. And I try to stay right there in the center. And you won't be perfect, and that's okay, because they're going to function no matter if you don't cut it straight or not. Just try to get it as straight as you can. And now we're just going to go ahead and cut this one. And now, all of them are separate. So if we want to do 2 of them, we can do 2. If we want to do 1, we can do 1. If we want to do 3, we can do 3. And so on. And if you have any of that pesky glue on the back of your stamp, just get some of your tape and go on the back of it and get it off. It'll come right off if you just keep at it. See? That's how much I'm getting off already. I don't know if y'all can see it. So we don't have much left on there. I'll be back when I get the rest off. Okay, I think we're good. Now we're going to go ahead and spritz some alcohol down in our mold. I'm going to spritz some on my stamp. Now I did clean these, but I don't know if some of that black that I couldn't get off is going to come through or not. We'll just have to find out. Because I hadn't done this before. Now I'm going to take my epoxy resin and we're going to go ahead and pour it. Okay, we're going to stop right there. Now, I can see some bubbles peeking out underneath there. Y'all see them? But there's not much we can do about them. I can sit here and push on it all day long, but it's going to keep creating them bubbles. So we're just going to leave them alone and take care of the ones we can on the top. I'm just showing y'all how this will look if you do it this way, okay? And it'll kind of float a little on you. It'll try to, so you need to make sure it stays where you want it. Because all of us is different, you know. Some people like other things, other people don't, you know. That's what makes us all different. So, we're going to show this way too. And what will happen if you do it this way. Now I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to run it through and pop any of those bubbles. Bubbles-de bubbles. I'm going to spritz some alcohol and pop them. And we'll check it in about 15 minutes. This one's looking real good. I don't see any more bubbles in there. But we're going to go ahead and spritz it again. I mean, I'm sure we got some little TT90 ones, but that's because we didn't put it in the pressure pot. And that's okay, because I don't think you'll be able to see them. All right, I'll meet you back when it's time. I'm going to do another pour on this one. But this one, I'm just going to leave it be. We're not going to do anything else to it. I mean, we're going to back it in a black, but that's it. All right, I got my black resin right here. And we're just going to take the top off and take this little thing right here. Craftor put this in the their squishy kit, squishy gel kit. So I just kept it, and we'll use it for things like this. I'm just going to take a paper towel and get the rest of it off, and now I'm going to do the other one the same way. Okay, now we've got part A and B. I have my measuring cup right here, and we're going to do, let's see, we're going to do 80 mils, because that'll be enough to put in the back of this one, because we don't need a lot in that one. You could also go ahead and pour your black and not do clear like I did. The only reason I did clear before my black is to make sure that I got all the bubbles out. So that's why I did that. And it's going to give it a little bit of a different look. So let's go ahead and measure out our resin. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my part B. And we're going to pour it to 40 mils. And then we're going to stop. And it might help to warm the resin up a little bit if it's not flowing nice for you. You don't want it to be real thick. So you might do it a little hot water bath before you pour it. So I'm just going to take my heat gun and heat it up a little bit, because I didn't put it in a hot water bath because it's really hot here anyway. So I'm just going to heat it up just a little bit. And now I'm going to go ahead and pour part A. And we're going to go to 80 mils. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop. Now I'm just going to use my little hand mixer here. It's just a $10 one I got off of Amazon. And it says to mix it for 3 to 5 minutes. We only have a small amount, so we're going to do 3 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it in, get my timer, and we're going to go ahead and mix for 3 minutes. And I will meet you back when I'm finished. Alright, we are finished. So I'm going to go ahead and just take that off. And then clean my little wand here. Okay, I moved my resin from the silicone cup over to this cup because I want to put a little bit of glitter in there, and I don't want my glitter in my cup. But I wanted to show you with this black resin just how much these nifty little silicone sticks get out all of that epoxy. Look at that. That's amazing. This is the holographic glitter that Craftor sent us in this kit. And it came with this holographic coaster. But I'm not going to use the coaster because it got damaged in shipping. See? So it wouldn't even come out if we did use it. So that's why I didn't use it. It would have been cute had it not been messed up. So they put this in there as well. It's some holographic glitter. So we're going to use some of that in our resin. So I'm going to put about that much. It's a beautiful glitter. Look at it. Isn't that beautiful? So we're going to get it stirred up, and it's really fine, the glitter that they sent. Super fine. And when I'm using glitter, most of the time, I prefer it to be super, super fine. Unless I'm going for like some little chunky glitter pieces. Like those octagon pieces, that's my favorite. And I'll show you what I mean. This is the octagon pieces that I like. And that's like a chunky glitter. But this is also super fine with little chunky pieces in it. That's my favorite kind of glitters. What's your favorite kind of glitter? Drop it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. Alright, we're going to let this sit and degas for about 3 minutes. Let those bubbles come to the top, and then we'll go ahead and pour. So I'm going to get my tools cleaned up, and I'll meet you back. Alright, I'm going to take my heat gun, and I'm going to run it through, pop any surface bubbles. And then we're going to spritz some alcohol on them and let them cure. And I'll meet you back when it's time to demold them. See you later. Also, there's someone that wanted this mold right here to be made for them. And I can't remember who you are. So could you please send me an email so I can get you your mold? What we will do is just add it to my shop, and then you can just purchase it out of my shop. Smooth transition for both of us. And it looks like this. So if the person who ordered this, would you please just shoot me an email, my friend, so I can get this to you. I've had it sitting up here now for about a week now, or 2 weeks, something like that. And I thought I would just reach out to you this way. Hopefully you'll see it. I wanted to show y'all that I finished my piece. And I think it turned out so cute. I'm going to turn the lights down and turn him on and let you see. And there he is. Isn't that so cute? I just love it. It's so precious. It might even help to have like a low light on. I think it's so cute. And I worked hard on this piece, finishing it up. I really did. I put a lot of effort into this cute little piece. And it turned out so cute. I just love it. And if you missed it, and this just pulls right out. I'm not going to glue it or anything, so it'll be easy for whoever buys it. You can just replace the light really easy, because it just sets in there all by itself. But on the bottom, it has the little feet to keep it from, like if the home was hotter than I keep my home, then the resin wouldn't stick to wherever they placed it at and damage anyone's stuff. So that's always something to keep in mind when you're creating your pieces. Protect them with some little feet. These are little silicone things. They're actually things that you place on cabinet doors to keep your cabinet door from slamming shut. And they work wonderful on the bottom of resin pieces. Are y'all ready to demold? let's get them out of here. All right, we're going to do this one first. Okay, now we need to get our stamp out. So I'm just going to take my little nifty thing right here and just get that resin right off of it. I got it this time. Oh, wow. That's pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, we can brush in some mica and dome it. And close up that area. So I'm going to pick out a color, and that's our edges. I'll walk you around and let you see them. We didn't get any bubbles, so it looks really good. Got a little bubble right there, but it's right here, and we're going to fill it in, so you won't be able to see that. We don't have any on the edges, though. They're perfect, which that's always good, because it's not always perfect, is it? But it's good when it happens. Now, let's get this one out, and let's see what happened doing it the way that we did.
Oh my.
Oh, what happened, you guys? What happens when we get it out of here? See if I can get it out of here without you. Yeah, I'm going to have to dig down in there and get it this way. But this is what I was trying to show you. You can't use your things this way, because if you place your stamp down in there like this, then when you get your stamp out, you took your design with it. See there? So you have nothing in the coaster now. And now that's what we have. And I wanted to show you all that to show you what will happen if you face it the wrong way. Doing it the way that we did it. Okay. Now let's work on this one. We're going to brush in a mica and close up that hole. And this is just one way you can use your stampers in your molds. There's many ways you can use inlays, but this is just one of the ways. And we'll go through some more in some other videos too. I got all the resin off of my stamp, and I didn't damage it. It's fine. And that Bond Craftor black epoxy resin is really nice. I mean, there's no bubbles or anything. That's nice. But for me, I don't know about you, but I just don't care for using the colored resin because I have all kinds of colorants that I can color my resin. I don't, I just, I don't know. It's not for me. But maybe it's for you. But this is really nice. I got some prints on it because I had some sticky gloves on. And I switched my gloves out. So I was just cleaning it up around there. But yeah, that's some nice epoxy resin if you really enjoy using the colored resins. I'm going to use this Let's Resin Chrome Powder in gold. This is the Let's Resin Chrome Powders. And I'm going to take this gold here, and we're going to paint it in the center here to make our center gold. Now I'm going to take my Matio in Galaxy, and I'm just going to go through a few little areas here with it. Not all over it, just a few places. And I just took that Matio Chameleon and went around all the outside edge and then a little bit here in the center. Now I'm going to take my chrome powder in purple, and I'm just going to go through a few areas with it, not over the whole thing, just in some areas. Now I'm going to take the Galaxy Let's Resin Chameleon powder, and I'm just going to take this and clean my brush off. And then we're going to dust some of that in the areas that we missed with everything else. Now I want to take this holographic purple glitter, and I want to see if, I don't know if this is going to look good or not, but I'm going to try to get it right here in the very center. Just like that. Okay, now I've mixed up some tabletop epoxy resin by Craftor. And since we're just top coating this basically, that's why I picked a tabletop epoxy resin. Now I think I got that. I'm going to try to get these chameleons off that I got out here on the outside because we don't want that showing. Okay, everything looks good. I'm not going to spritz any alcohol in there because if I do, it's going to make those powders come up out of our top coat here. So I'm just going to pour it in there. And then we'll have to check for bubbles. Okay, I'm going to stop right there because now we need to drag this tabletop resin out onto the other part of the coaster. That way it all blends in as one. Now here's the bubble over here that we had on this side. So I'm going to take this little tool right here. It's a Cricut tool. And I'm just going to pick that bubble out right there. Now we're going to cover it, and then I'll come back in about 15 minutes and spritz the top with some alcohol. See you later. It's ready, my friends. Let's take a look at how it turned out. Oh, I think it's pretty. It's so sparkly. Can y'all see that? Camera's probably not picking it up. But it's so beautiful. I think it turned out really cute. So what do y'all think? Of course, it would need a little dome on the back. It's got little resin spots and stuff from me messing with it. So it would just need to be sanded and a little top coat on the back. But it's super cute. Now this would be a really precious set of coasters, I think. So yeah, if you're not using your stampers anymore, get them out and use them in your resin. They work really, really good. And these right here, I'm going to do the same with these. But these won't fit in a coaster, I don't think. So I'll use these for like little trays. And if you want to, you can still use them as stampers. Just when you pull it up to use the resin, just put it back on your stamp block. And then you can still use it for stamps. So yeah, they are very versatile. And then that's what I'm going to do with these. These will probably be used in a tray. So just peel it up and then put it back on there. Some of them's harder than others, depending on, I guess, how long they've been on there. But they come up. And then if you still want to use them as stamps, then just put them back on the block. And then you can stamp them. Or you could use your stamp positioning tool. You could take the stamp and put it on here. And then stamp it. If you have one of these. There's many ways you could still use them. They make these glass blocks. Well, they're plastic. They're acrylic. They're not glass. I don't know if they make glass ones or not. But you could place your little stamp on that and stamp it. There's many ways to keep using them. Because as you can tell, the resin did not damage the stamp. Also, don't forget to let me know in the comment section below, do you prefer to buy resin that's already colored, or do you like to color it yourself? Let's talk about this because I would love to hear everyone's thoughts and opinions on it. So let's talk about it in the comment section below. And let's talk about the epoxy resin right quick. I really do think this epoxy resin is nice. It's nice quality. I don't have anything bad to say about it. Honestly, I don't. It mixed up really well. It's bubble free. As you can tell, I don't have any bubbles in it. It's a nice, rich black color. So yeah, it's a nice product. It really is. If you like to buy colored resins that are already mixed up. I'd also like to take just a moment before I wish you a very blessed weekend to say how grateful I am for each and every one of you. We are almost at 5,000 subscribers. Yay! And I honestly cannot believe how much this channel has grown. When I first started sharing my resin art, I never imagined the support, encouragement, and inspiration I'd find in this community. My friends, your comments, likes, and shares keep me motivated, creating, experimenting, and pushing my art further than I ever imagined. Every milestone we hit is because of you. Your excitement, your feedback, your love for creativity. I couldn't ask for a better group of people to be on this journey with. So here's to the next chapter, new projects, and more fun adventures together from the very bottom of my heart to you. Thank you so much, my friends. And it's about that time for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.